students, today we will discuss about the sectors of the Indian economy. In here, first we will discuss about the primary sector. What is primary sector? So when we produce a good by exploiting natural resources, it is an activity of the primary sector. It means primary sector is the base and it provides raw materials to the secondary sector. So that's why primary sector is very important. Okay, so maximum natural product we get from agriculture, fishing, dairy, forestry. So that's why this is also called agriculture and related sector. Is it clear? It means natural product. We get from where? Agriculture, forestry, fishing, dairy, and that's why this primary sector is also called agriculture and related sector. It is very easy to understand why it is called the primary sector, because it is the base and it provides raw materials to the secondary sector. Very simple. Then secondary sector, it covers activities in which natural products are changed into other forms through way of manufacturing that we associate with industrial sector. It means in this sector, secondary sector, we change the form. So for example, cotton. Cotton is a natural product. When we change the form with the help of the machine, then it will become this shirt I am wearing. Same thing, you can give the example of the sugar. So it was the sugar cane. With the help of machine, when you will change the form, then it will become the sugar or gur. So it means in this secondary sector, what we do, we change the form. I gave you example of the cotton as a natural product, but when we change the form, then it becomes this shirt. So first primary sector, agriculture and related sector. Then this is called the secondary sector. For example, factory. It means in here we change the form. And the next third one is the tertiary sector or service sector. It is very important. Directly they don't produce, but this one is the support system for the process of production. It means this service sector provides whatever they need, primary and secondary sector. It helps in the development of the primary and the secondary sector. So directly this service sector they don't produce, but it helps the development of this primary and secondary sector. For example, suppose for agriculture you need the knowledge how to use the fertilizer. No. So these things will come from service sector, because education is the part of the service sector. So secondary sector, you want to like start your business, that's why you have to build a factory. For that you need the money. So where you will go? You will go to the bank. So bank is under service sector. Again you see, after producing this shirt, so you have to sell this shirt in the market. For that you need the transportation. So transportation is under service sector. So that's why this is called the service sector, because it provides services to the primary and secondary sector. So I think you got my point. What is the primary sector? It is the base. It provides raw materials to the secondary sector. As I told, that the maximum natural product we get from agriculture, forestry, dairy, fishing. So that's why this is called the agriculture and related sector. Then this is the secondary sector, because this sector is based on this primary sector. And in here, basically we will change the form. For example, I gave you the cotton. Cotton is a natural product, but when we will change the form, then we will get this type of shirt. And the service sector, it provides services to the primary and secondary sector. For example, transportation, education. Okay. Then you see the how do we count the various goods and the services and know the total production in each sector. This topic. So in here, comparing the three sectors. So in here, first we have to see the final goods and the services. What is the meaning of final goods and the services? Final goods and services means what? Which one we can consume directly and which one will come out from the process of production. Now see this example. Marker. So directly I can write it. Directly I can write it. So this is called the final product. It means this marker already came out from the process of production. So if I sell this marker, then it will become the second-hand product. So this is called the final product. When resale is not possible and it comes out from the process of production, then this is called the final product. And intermediate product means whatever you need to produce another product. Suppose you want to make a cup of tea, what are the things you need? Sugar, water, LPG. So these are the inputs. This is called the intermediate product. When you will combine all these things, then you will finally get a cup of tea. So cup of tea is a final product. And I give you the example of this marker. To make this marker, what are the things you need? Labor you need, machine you need. So these are the intermediate. It means whatever you need to produce another product, this is called the intermediate product. And the most important thing is the GDP, which is called the gross domestic product, which is called the gross domestic product. What do you mean by GDP? GDP, it means the money value of all goods and services produced within the boundary of a nation. This is called the GDP. It means money value of all final goods and services produced within the boundary of a nation is called the gross domestic product. For 1 mark, okay. And you see how to calculate the GDP. It's very simple. See here how to calculate the GDP. It means primary sector plus secondary sector plus tertiary sector or service sector. It means the money value of all these three sectors. When you will add, then you will get the GDP. It means money value of primary sector plus money value of the secondary sector plus money value of the service sector. Then you will get the GDP. Okay, but one thing you have to remember, that when we calculate national income, then we don't take the value of intermediate goods, we take the value of final goods and the services. Is it clear? I told you that when we calculate national income, then we don't take intermediate goods value. Directly we take the final goods and the services. I will give you one example where we don't take. Suppose you are a cotton producer and you you invested 500 rupees to produce cotton. Then this one is the manufacturer or secondary sector. So when you will sell your cotton to the person B, definitely you will not sell at 500 because you need some profit. So that's why suppose you sell at 600. It means you added 100 rupees. Then B will sell to C, not 600. Again they will add and maybe suppose 800 rupees. It means plus 200 rupees. And when C will produce to complete this production, then it will go to the wholesaler at 800 rupees and wholesaler to retailer, then again 1100. Okay, and finally we are the customer, then at 1200. Now you see the steps. So you as a cotton producer, you produced this much and you invested 500 rupees. When you will sell your cotton to the another person, then you will not sell at 500 rupees to earn profit, you will sell at 500 rupees. So this person also, he or she will not sell to the C who will finally produce the shirt, and he will add the 200, 800. After finishing this form, after manufacturing or producing this shirt, he will sell this one to the wholesaler D at 1000 rupees. It means in here also they added 200 rupees. Then this wholesaler to retailer, again they added 100 rupees. Then this added 200 rupees, and finally we are the customer. Okay, so what is the value of this chart if you take all values? See in here, if you take all value, 500 plus 600 plus 800 plus 1000 plus 1100 plus 1200. So it means the value of this is more than 4000. More than 4000, which is not correct, because if you add like this, it means this 500 already includes in 600, this 500 already includes in 800. So it means the same thing we are counting again and again, which is called the double counting. It means it shows the overestimate. So if you see the value added in here, originally the price was 500, then you add 100, then again added 200, then again 200, then again 100, then again 200 is equal 1200. So now you see actually the price is 1200, but in here we got more than 4000 rupees. So that's why this one is the correct. It means we take directly the value of final goods and services. We don't take the intermediate values, because if you take the intermediate values, then it will show the 4000, and if you take directly the final goods value, then it will show the 1200. This one is the correct. This one is not correct, as I told that already 500 included in the 600. This 600 already included in the 800. So like this, it means in here problem of double counting is there. So when we count the same thing more than one, this is called the double counting. It makes overestimate, which is not actually correct. So in this part we have to remember that how to calculate the GDP. So how we'll calculate the GDP? As I told you that money value of these primary, secondary and service sector, when we add, as I already shown you, that GDP is equal money value of primary sector plus secondary sector plus service sector. Okay, service sector, then you will get the GDP. What is the final goods and services? It means which one will come out from the process of production and resale is not possible. Then this is called the final goods and services. Intermediate means whatever you need to produce another product. It means resale is possible and it will not come out from the process of production. And GDP means gross domestic product. Money value of all final goods and the services produced within the boundary of a nation is called the gross domestic product. Okay, so it means how we calculate the value of these three sectors. It means we will take the money value of all these three sectors, and when we will add, then we will get the GDP. So this is all about this chapter. So in next video we will discuss about the remaining part, like where are the most of the people engaged, rising importance of the tertiary sector, which are the very important. So quickly you just recap here. Primary sector, it means the base. It provides raw materials to the secondary sector. Most of the natural product we get from where? Agriculture, fishing, then forestry, dairy. So that's why primary sector is also called agriculture and related sector. Secondary sector, in here we change the form. For example, I told cotton. Okay, so the cotton is a natural product, but with the help of the machine we can change the form, then it will become like a shirt. Then service sector, it provides services to the primary and secondary sector, so it's called the service sector, and it helps in the development of the primary and secondary sector. So primary, secondary and tertiary sector. In here example you can write the fishing, Okay, dairy, agriculture, forestry. In here you can write example factory. In here you can write example transportation, education. Okay, then comparison the three sectors. So in here final goods and services, which one is resale is not possible and it will not come out from the process of production. Intermediate goods, which are anything we need to produce the another product, and the resale is possible, it will not come out from the process of production. And finally GDP, gross domestic product, it means when we will add the money value of all these three sectors, primary, secondary and service, that we will get the GDP, gross domestic product. And when we calculate the national income, we take the value of final goods and the services, as I already explained to you. And we then don't take the value of the intermediate goods, because if we take the value of intermediate goods, it means the same thing we will take again and again, which is called the problem of double counting, because it makes our estimate, it shows the our estimate. To avoid this problem, actually we take the final goods and value of the final goods and services. Okay, so this is all about from here, and if you have any confusion, let me know in the comment section below. I will talk to you.